from Tank Davis or Abdul Rahid. I don't know if he officially, changed his name, but that's what they gave him as far as his Muslim name go. And Tank is just looking ridiculous. They are all over the place. First, they said nobody makes them an offer. They make offers, but yet they failed to make Devin Haney an offer. They said they're beyond the point of being offered $20 million, which I think that's absurd. And now you're hearing they're willing to give him 40 up front, and possibly he can make over $100 million. It appears to me that the people that are throwing the obstacles in the way is Tank, and Tank is just looking like he just doesn't want to fight. I mean, what's next? He need to see proof of funds. This dude is asking for Ferraris, and he not one but two, and because they made him mad. So let me get this straight: because they want you to fight Devin Haney, they made you mad. Why? Because Devin Haney is a black fighter, and we know, based off your box rec, you only, tried to fight only 4 black fighters in your career, and they all had losing record. So you are basically following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. No brothers fight the others. Give give the other days, keep the brothers away. I mean, you do know with the Sheik, asking for 2 Ferraris is pretty damn easy. He probably will send you 3. So what'll be your next excuse? Oh, you need a gold Ferrari with a platinum engine. What? You're gonna need a Camel. What? Then what? What you're gonna need you're gonna need 4 Rolexes. So what if you get granted all that stuff? Because you do know they were giving people like $10,000 watches when they had the other event, when they had Tyson Fury versus Ngannou. They were giving people $10,000, $20,000 watches on the strength. Giving people, they gave, if I'm not mistaken, they gave Tyson Fury a car and Ngannou. So you think they won't give you a car? Come on, Tank, you looking real weak right now, and it just got to be said. I'm not worried about the Tank Davis apologists. They just like Errol Spence fans. They just make excuse after excuse. I just don't get it. It's really disappointing because I'm gonna go a step further. It's disappointing, man, to see Tank conducting himself following the orders of Floyd Mayweather. You know, not wanting to give brothers a shot, but you want to make sure these non-blacks get, or these Hispanics get paid. And I don't give a damn if they dark and have melanin in them. They're not black. They're not black American. So that don't count. I just think it's just in bad taste to just see you acting this way. And obviously Tank sees something that he don't like. Obviously Tank sees something he don't like in Devin Haney that makes him reluctant to sign. Listen, at this point, I wouldn't give a damn if Devin Haney beat me or I beat Devin Haney. This is I mean, for real, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. But this is what happens when you listen to the wrong type of people. I mean, Tank looking real bad out here. I'm not gonna call him by his new name. I mean, Tank looking real bad out here, and people just got to tell the truth. We got to start holding people accountable, and we got to start calling these dudes out, man. Tank's behavior is pathetic, and it's cowardly. And I don't care if somebody sends this to Tank. I don't get. I'm serious. This is just real talk, man. I'm done being politically correct. I'm not kissing up to none of these PBC fighters. I don't give a damn. I'm not kissing up to them. I don't give a fuck if Tank don't ever do an interview with me. If you don't, Tank, you don't. I don't care if you listen. Oh, I'm not going to do. Listen, I already been ostracized. I already been banned by the PBC. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you something else. I ain't gonna say who it was from, but I got at least 3 phone calls in regards to what's supposed to have happened with Tank and Sean Porter in a sparring match, and I heard it ain't what Tank been telling people. But then again, that wouldn't surprise me. You heard what Floyd Mayweather Sr. said when they asked him, "Who you think gonna win?" Devin, man. I guess that Regis fight scared the hell out of Tank. He acted more like, and I don't even want to call the dude out his name. He supposed to call himself a tank, but he acted more like a paper tank. You supposed to be taking on all comers and stuff. So you guaranteed to have a lifetime payday. The money you gonna make fighting Devin Haney, you don't have to ever fight again. Who cares whether you win or lose? You could get I mean, for real. These people got loan money. And no, you don't need to see proof of funds because they got the funds. Like I said, if they were paying for the fighters to come on the planes and take care of their accommodations at the hotel and giving them $10,000, $20,000 watches, they were giving people gifts just for coming. So you think a Ferrari is gonna be a problem? Like I said, they may send you 3 Ferraris. And then if they send you a Ferrari or 2, then what's your excuse gonna be? Like I said, how you gonna talk your way out of it then? What you gonna demand next? What you gonna demand next? You gonna demand a Merce or something? With matching nail polish or something? What you go? I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, Tank. You looking real weak out here, man. They made you mad. There come a time. This is one of the times where the internet is not working in your favor. Where you have the internet didn't work in Cat Williams' favor, it's not working in Tank's favor because Tank said something that was just absurd. They made you mad because they want to set up a fight. You making, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tank. You making yourself look bad. You making everybody that represents you look bad. You making your city of Baltimore look bad. And I ain't got nothing against the people in Baltimore because a lot of my subs are in the DMV. But at the end of the day, dude, you supposed to be representing B-More, man. You making your city look bad, bro. You looking you at this point, you looking worse than Errol Spence to a certain degree. They done rolled out the red carpet for you. And all you do is make excuses. You're putting this stigma up that black fighters can't sell, which is a goddamn lie. It's always been a damn lie. It's a narrative that's been perpetrated by Floyd Mayweather because Floyd put that shield up and that he put that wall up because Floyd wasn't sure that there were certain black fighters that he could beat. And that's all it came down to. Shout out to my brother, Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter said this years ago. I'm not trying to bring you into this, Kenny, because I know you listen to my channel. But it's funny. Kenny Porter said this about Floyd Mayweather years ago. And people got mad at Kenny Porter and called Kenny Porter a sellout and all this stuff and a coon and Uncle Tom, when all along the real Uncle Tom was Floyd and Al Heyman. Floyd is the real coon. Floyd don't want no brothers to surpass him. He don't want no brothers to stand alongside of him. And that's a bad way to be. That's a bad way to be. But at the same time, you don't want to get in the ring with nobody, but you want everybody to talk about you. You sit up there every time a big fight is coming up, you sitting up, I'm gonna probably do another exhibition match. Who cares? Your exhibition matches have failed miserably. Okay. You had one in Europe that nobody came to. Showtime didn't want your exhibition match because it didn't sell. You played a role in sinking Showtime into the ground too. Now, if you would have said, "Hey, I'll fight Terrence Crawford, I'll fight Errol Spence," yeah, Showtime would have been interested in you. They don't care about your exhibition matches where your perfect record is not on the line. But that's the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. That's exactly what he doing with Tank. He keeping Tank away from certain styles, certain black fighters. Look, if you think I'm lying, look at Tank's box records. Man only attempted to fight like 4 or 5 black fighters. The rest of them have been everything else. So that says a lot. This has been a plan ever since Tank started to make his waves around the boxing circuit as his popularity grew. Yeah, he's selling out arenas. And like I said before, I'm starting to see right through Tank. He don't believe in himself. He said you got Leonard Ellaby, aka Sir Nose, sitting up there saying, "Oh, well, nobody makes an offer to Tank. Well, we make all the offers. Well, why won't you make him an offer? Okay, we know you the quote unquote A side, but at the end of the day, your demands are outlandish. You looking more like the scary side. But this is the reason why I feel the way I feel about certain boxers. This is the reason why I didn't went in on the PBC, because the PBC is anti-black fighter for the most part. They cater to Hispanic fighters. And if they do cater to black fighters, they cater to the Latin black fighters, not the American ones. Yeah, they may have 3 or 4 that they may use to put in matches. But then again, you ain't been seeing a lot of these dudes. When was the last time you saw Gary Russell Jr.? When was the last time you saw Steve Fulton? You ain't saw them dudes in a while. It's been a while since you saw Frank Martin. Like I said, man, I just needed to say this, man, because this is just bananas, man. It's embarrassing, and people need to just call it what it is. Tank making himself look bad. Tank coming across as a straight coward and an excuse maker. He, that's all it come down to. He just looking like a straight coward. He looking like a dude that don't want to fight, and it looked like he's scared to death of Devin Haney. Everybody who say this stuff about, well, I think Tank is a complete fighter. Well, he must not be that much of a complete fighter. Well, here's the thing about Tank. Let's really get down to business. If you look at Tank's last 4 fights, or should I say his last few fights, if you look at the Barrios fight, Leo Santa Cruz fight, the Rolly fight, you can make an argument that Tank was behind in those fights, and that he had to crawl his way back in there landing a big shot. Well, what happens if you got a guy that's just a pure boxer and you can't land the big shots that can slip your punches? So I just think that they see something in Devin Haney that they just don't like. I think Floyd know about it. I think Leonard Ellaby know about it, and that's why I don't fuck with them PBC niggas, because, like I said before, Leonard Ellaby is a hater. He always tearing. I can't. Them dudes always tearing down brothers, man. Talking about they got every excuse in the book. Pay-per-view numbers, ticket sales, and all this stuff. Okay, so now that you've been offered 40 million up front and you want all these demands, it appears that they willing to meet. Do it care? Do it do does it matter now? Should you care now? If they willing to offer you 40 million up front and possibly you make $100 million just for the fight. not including what it does on pay-per-view. Does it matter? Why do you matter? Why does it matter what somebody is doing on pay-per-view? And like I said before, Subio Matias, when have he been on pay-per-view? Barrios hadn't been on pay-per-view before you fought him, and not really Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz didn't headline no pay-per-views. He fought on a couple of pay-per-view undercards, but he didn't headline a pay-per-view. Did Gamboa really headline a pay-per-view? No, absolutely not. But you sitting up there worried about debits numbers, man, and that's why I don't be listening to some of these niggas that be sitting up here making these PBC excuses, man, and trying to act like they know what they talking about when they don't know what they talk about. I know exactly what's going on, man, and it's cap. And that's just real talk. But anyway, I got to shut it down. Just wanted to get that off my chest. Like I said, Tank looking real bad right about now, man. That's just bottom line, man. It's your boy Town. I'm out.